Hey guys, today I wanted to do a different video. I just had the idea, and it's something that I don't know if I've already talked about this on my channel, but it's about friendships, and not only friendships in the gay community, but friendships pertaining to me specifically. I thought of the LGBT connection not only because I'm gay, of course. We've always heard and we know that the acquired family, if you will, of LGBT people tend to be more of a family than, your actual family. Maybe your friends and people you meet along the way tend to be more of a big connection to the world, basically, to everything that you have to discover in this world than your actual family, because your actual family might be biased against LGBT people or had issues. Maybe they're open to everything, but you kind of feel that you cannot tell certain things to your mother and father. For example, if you have any sexual experience with another man, if you're a man, or if you're a woman with another woman, or as a trans man or trans woman, or as a non-binary person. Of course, it's difficult to talk about with your parents about that, so you would like someone else to be there. And I was thinking about that because I recently heard a podcast, and they said that in the past that was a strong thing, that your actual family, biological family, wasn't there, but maybe because you have to move, you wanted your friends to be there, and those were your family. And I was like thinking about that, and I realized that is not my case, even though that I was born before the 2000s. And I think that most people that were born before the 2000s that are LGBT had a different take, I guess, on everything about being gay or being a lesbian or whatever it is. I think younger people, 20 years old or a little bit younger maybe, have a different experience, because it appears that now, even if it's not widely accepted to be LGBT, people can be LGBT a little bit more openly, and there's a little bit more chance to encounter other people, and for even your parents to be more accepting, because there's more information about it and you can explain them a little bit easier. But in the past it was different, because even media was against you because of the portrayal of gay people. Gay people now are always great people in movies and TV, and it's always fun, and it's always so bright and shiny and full of rainbows. But that wasn't the case in the past, so of course parents were like, oh, you're that, and that's why they were scared, and they didn't know how to act, and many times they rejected you because they were really religious. And religious people are in general in the decline. I know it feels like they are growing in numbers. Non-religious people are more and more throughout the years. People are more accepting now. It's what I mean. So younger guys, gay guys, have an easier time, I think. In general, of course, there are countries that are awful. Of course, there are hideous experiences and all of that. But I think the past was worse. That's what I mean. I didn't have that. I didn't have that network of friends when I was younger, because I used to move a lot. I didn't really have a group of friends. I never did get that until I was like, I don't know how old I was. I was maybe 14 or something when we finally settled in this city. Then I realized this is going to end in 4 years, like high school and all. Maybe these people are just going to last until we finish high school, and I don't really want to keep this going, because what for? I had the experience that everything was going to end at some point when I moved, so I felt the same way in high school. So I was like, these people are cool, but after high school I'm not going to see them anymore. And that's what exactly happened. And in college, I felt the same way. I felt more connected to other people. I never met gay people fully, to be honest. I had some gay people that were around me, but I never made friends with them. I have never actually had a true friend. For me, the word friend is a really heavy word, and it means something strong and a connection, and that person knows everything about you and all of that. I've never felt that, to be honest, with someone. But I did have people that I knew that I liked. Let's say it's not like I hated everyone. I liked them enough That's it. They weren't friends, and I know that many people might feel, not many people, but people might feel that is insulting to them, or maybe they will feel disappointed that they thought they were my friend, but now I'm saying they're not. Well, they're not. But it's just how I feel, and I'm older now. Now I can see back and realize that was the case, and it's not in order to make anyone feel awful, but it's just the truth. It's just a fact. In college I did that, and then after college, I mean, naturally you move on to work. However, I've never had any work, and I don't really want to discuss that more than I need to, and I will do a video probably next year, because this year I don't want to do that, to be honest. The point is that I've never had that work thing. That should be like your final group thing before you die, basically. So I've never had that. I ended with basically everyone in college. I mean, I still could write to everyone, but I'm not going to, because they haven't written either, and because we're living such different lives that it doesn't really make any sense to reconnect with anyone. And again, no one was gay in that context ever, so I don't really have anyone to talk about that. Going to my first point, I've never had that acquired family. I have no idea what that is, and sometimes it's hard. Sometimes it can be really hard because you really want to speak to someone and you can't, because there's no one there. And I know that someone is going to jump watching this video and say, I'm here for you, you can, but that's not the same. I've had friends online for years. Friends online. Sorry for doing this, but it's the truth. But that's not the same. It's not the same as going with someone to a coffee shop and just talking about whatever it is. That's different. And telling them how you feel, and telling them what makes you scared, and all of those things. What I'm aiming at is that we don't all have the same paths, even if we are LGBT. Don't think that every single LGBT person is the same person. Every gay person is just enjoying life and being happy and everything is okay. It's not okay. Not even now. Not even for younger people, not even for older people. There's all kinds of people in all kinds of groups, in all kinds of countries, in all kinds of societies, in all kinds of everything. So you cannot assume that a group is something, because they're not. It's like when people assume every trans woman is a victim. That's not true. Some of them are superheroes, basically, so they're not victims at all. It's like thinking that all lesbians are butch. They're not. Many lesbians are not. It's like thinking every bottom guy is just a faggot. Basically, they're not. They can be very manly. All the stereotypes have to be washed away, because if you really want to help people, and if you really want everyone to feel welcome, you have to realize that we're not the same. We're not the same. That's the point of being LGBT in a way, is that we are different. And I hate when people want LGBT people to be like everyone else. I don't want to be like anyone else. I'm already not like everyone else, because my life experience is different than yours. And that cannot be changed. You cannot turn the clock back and make me redo everything. That's not possible. Think about that sometimes. I mean, I'm just using my personal experience to kind of make you think about that, and not to be like a tragic bitch or something, but you know, it's just to make you think. So yeah, that's my video for today. Just wanted to make you think a little bit. Thank you so much for watching, and yeah, please like this video, subscribe, of course, comment down below whatever you thought about what I was saying, and put this on your social media. And yeah, thank you so much. Watch the next video, and goodbye.